Yeah, yeah. Oh, wonderful. Well, welcome this evening to the City of Saratoga Springs Planning Commission for September 25th, 2025. We'd like to start with the Pledge of Allegiance, and Commissioner Jack Mangum has offered to lead that.
Please follow me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Jack. So we'd like to open it up for public input. This is a time for the public input is limited to no more than 15 minutes total. And this time has been set aside for the public to express ideas, concerns, comments for subject matter not listed as public hearings on the agenda. Do we have anyone here that would like to share some public comments? Great. We'd like to close that time for public comments, and we have some business items, and we'll go ahead and start with business item Saratoga Crossroads Lot 1B, Dave's Hot Chicken Major Site Plan Amendment located at 119 East Crossroads. Please. Only if I let you, so give me a second. Okay. Thank you.
Do you have any questions? Oh, there it is. It's kind of loud. Did you turn up the volume? Okay.
Had one simple one. It looked like there was a shall comply on the signage. Is that, just to be clear, it looks like that's because it's a white background on that sign. Is it backlit?
Yeah, so it's a shall comply just because, where did I put that? They're going to have to do a sign permit. There's always a separate sign permit. So the site plan, you show where they're at, kind of what they're going to look like. I just put shall comply because they're going to have a separate permit. And
Okay.
That's it. I don't want to say it complies right now because then it's saying how their signs are now would pass. So that's, maybe I should have done that instead. But right now, with the red lines I did, that's why I put shall comply.
Okay.
They'll still do the separate permit and have to get that approved.
Okay, I saw the red lines regarding the backlighting on with the white background. I wasn't sure if that was the case or, so
Yep.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Do we have any other questions? Great. Thank you very much. I did notice that the gateway overlay, this was basically excluded from the gateway overlay. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's not in it.
Great. And was there any concern with the red? Does that seem to conform?
No. No, it meets code, so had no concerns with it whatsoever. We're bringing it to you because, so minor site plan amendments, we wouldn't have to, but since it's a change of elevations, we do have to bring them for you and city council both.
Great, thank you. Very straightforward. Appreciate that. I'd like to turn the time over to the commission. Do we have a motion?
I'll go ahead and make a positive recommendation. I move that the Planning Commission forward a recommendation of approval for the requested site plan amendment for the Saratoga Crossroads Lot 1B, Dave's Hot Chicken, located at 119 East Crossroads Boulevard, with the findings and conditions staff report.
Thank you very much. Do we have any questions on the motion? Yeah, do we have a second?
I'll second.
Great. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, nay? Great, the motion passes, all were in favor. Thank you very much. All right, let's go to our second business item, and it's Jacob Ranch Marketplace preliminary plat located at 1930 South Redwood. Please, Bill.
Good evening, Planning Commission. Yes, so this is a preliminary plat. It's for a 10-lot commercial development. So it's located just north of Ring Road, if you're familiar with that, the new Holiday gas built. And here's a look at what that looks like. So this is the plat. Has access off of Ring Road and then another access off of Redwood Road. So the back lot, lot 1 is the largest one, would be a grocer, and then the front lots are going to be mostly a lot of restaurants, but also commercial uses as well. And then you can see here, this is the site plan that they submitted with this. One thing to point out is that each one of these lots will have a separate site plan coming forward at a later date, some sooner rather than later. And we'll be getting more information on those as those come in. And so that's when we'll look at like landscaping, lighting, all of those type of requirements. So right now, we're looking at things kind of more at the engineering level. So this did had an in-depth review on that. You can see here, this is the phasing plan. So there are 2 phases, the green and the blue, but then also there's the yellow, which is kind of the improvements and the access and the shared drive aisle between all of the properties. And then this is a copy of the connectivity and circulation plan that they've submitted. So basically, it's a pedestrian kind of how would someone get around this area on foot? That's kind of showing that there are connections. There is a lot of slope with this area, so they had to work around that and grade it accordingly. And I thought, no, I guess I didn't put it in my slideshow. There is a grading plan. So they try to put most of their grading to the back of the property, which would be to the west. So it'd be behind the grocery store, retaining back there. And then as you get close to Redwood Road, there's going to be one retaining wall. Probably the best one to show this would be this map here. On the yellow here at the bottom, where you access off of Redwood Road, there has to be a retaining wall there next to lot 8. Lot 8. So, but other than that, the rest of the site, they've been able to grade it so that no retaining walls will be needed. The challenge is, up in the north, they have the grocery store, and so they have to keep that parking lot really fairly flat so that your shopping cart doesn't go flying away down the mountain. So that was one of the main obstacles, but we feel like they've accomplished that with this. And then as far as the engineering stuff goes, we've been looking at those plans, and the construction drawings look like they're ready to go. So as soon as this preliminary plat and gets approved through the Planning Commission and City Council, those would be ready to be approved as well. And then we do have the developer here tonight in case you have any questions for this development. And I think that's all I have for you.
Thank you very much. Let's go to Commissioner Carn.
I have 2 questions. Can you go back to the blue and green
Yeah.
one? Thank you. The retaining wall, can you just describe again where it is and how
Yeah,
tall it's expected to be?
Yeah, Sarah, if you could put your mouse kind of in the middle of lot 8, and then go right adjacent to the yellow, right there. So right in that middle part of that lot is where the retaining wall will be.
Okay. So the lot will be elevated. As you come in the road, you'll be below the grade, and there'll be a
Yeah,
wall
so
here.
as you let's say you're coming in off of Redwood Road and coming up into the project, to your left would be the retaining wall, and then that building on your left would be kind of above that retaining wall, or on that lot there.
As I think about this entrance here, it's pretty close to a light where the Maverick and the Holiday is. And when we have Redwood by Costco, we prevented people turning certain directions on Redwood to try to not block this up. Now, this probably won't be a problem immediately, but if we do develop further south, this could be a problem. What would be the process to try to prevent left turns out of here, out of this entryway, or people taking a left into the entryway
Yeah.
and blocking this road, building up?
I'm going to defer to Ken on this one.
That would be, Redwood is a UDOT road. It would be under their jurisdiction. They may construct some of the stuff that has happened in front of the Smiths where there's a median down the middle of the road, allowing only one movement, left turns or moving you to a light and coming back through the development.
Where in the process do we engage with UDOT to request that something is done for traffic problems like this, like we did on Redwood further north of here? Like, when does that happen? When the development goes in, or once it's a problem?
In the traffic report, traffic impact study, there could be some notion to that when that comes in. In this report, it wasn't. There was some signals that need to go in with phase 2, but I don't believe it said anything about putting a median in. But it would be sort of in the beginning of the project so maybe when phase 2 comes in, they'll do an amendment on the traffic impact study, and if it says, hey, we might.
Okay, so phase 2 is going to get a signal on the right-hand side of here. Is that what you're saying? Okay. And if this is a problem in the middle, UDOT does that on their own eventually at their own expense, or do they require the developer to contribute towards it when they develop?
I'm not sure on that.
I probably know a little bit more just because I've dealt with it a little bit longer. UDOT does have spacing requirements, access requirements. They'll look at the report. They do have a permit that's required for them to add this access, and they'll evaluate it with that permit. So they do have spacing requirements. So the first access here is about 500 feet, and then the next one is another, 400 to 500 feet. So it's not quite as close as the ones we're dealing with.
Okay. Okay, and I'm sorry, you said there's 2 accesses on here?
There's one already approved right here
For Holiday.
Oh, for the Holiday.
There's one
Okay,
here that's a different project,
okay,
but then this is from here, the first one is about 500.
okay. Thank you. So you don't anticipate they're ever going to need to do anything to interrupt turning on in that middle entrance?
Say for sure. So some of those things come in with the project, and some of those come in with road widening. So when volumes go up on the roads or spacing, or there are issues, and you got to evaluate those things. But they
Okay.
will evaluate it initially with the permit application.
Yeah, I'm just thinking it probably won't happen when this is done, but if we get 3,000 homes behind it with 3 canyons, that could present a lot more traffic, so.
And you'll probably notice throughout the life of Redwood, several have been added at different times. Some by project developers and some by UDOT.
Okay, okay, thank you.
Thank you. Any other questions? Great. I had a question, just kind of trivial, but do you have lot 2 up there in lot 1? And lot 2 just seems to cover parking. Why is lot 2 separate from lot 1?
Oh, that is a good question. Lot 2, so lot 2 would actually be, I don't think it's just parking. Could you, Forrest, yeah, do you mind coming up and answering that question? Either here or there, yeah, it doesn't matter.
If you could just state your name and your address, please.
Yeah, my name is Forrest Gaskill. I'm the applicant. I don't live in the city, but I represent this developer. My business address, 307 West, 200 South, Suite 3003 in Salt Lake City.
Great. And your social security number? I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
I'll give you the last four. So that lot is the one lot in this phase 1 that we think will eventually be professional office space. So the rest of these lots, we have conceptual plans for retail uses, which is why on the conceptual plan, you can see those kind of boxes. And then as we develop the sites out, they get a little bit more shaped with the office building. We just don't know the shape. There's some sloping back there where we have, we're gonna possibly have to put in retaining walls to account for it. So that's the plan for that lot. As to why it doesn't have a building on it is probably just because we had a building and then it didn't fit and we never redesigned. Those tend to be a little bit more fluid, I guess, the shape of them as you kind of fit them to the lot. So that's the reason why it's planned to be a professional office at some point.
Oh, excellent. Thank you so much. We're excited about this.
Yeah, me too.
Commissioner Mangum?
Thank you. Since this is so close to my house, I just want to recommend maybe a Cold Stone ice cream shop, a really good taco place, maybe a memorabilia, you know.
All right, I'll write those down.
Okay, I'll remember not to call on it. No, I'm kidding. Commissioner Miles, please. Just kidding. Did you have anything?
No.
Oh, okay. All right, awesome. Thank you so much. Any further questions? Okay, excellent. So if there's no further discussion, I'll entertain a motion. Anyone?
I'm looking for the wording.
Where's our wording?
I'll just wing it. I'll make a motion to approve the Jacob Ranch Marketplace preliminary plat located at 1930 South Redwood Road with the findings and conditions as found in the staff report.
Excellent. We have a motion. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Great. We have a motion and a second. Any questions on the motion? Okay, great. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, nay? Okay, the motion passes unanimously. Thank you very much. Excellent job. And we next have Jacob's Ranch Plat T preliminary plat located at approximately Appaloosa Drive. Please.
Good evening. So not too far away from Jacob Ranch Marketplace, we have the Jacob Ranch residential subdivision. So this property is located, this
There we go. Thank you. Could you explain that credits? Just for those that might be new to those credits?
So I know that my lovely planning director knows this very well, but basically, the development is given a certain amount of open space points and things that they have to use. And they, I believe for Plat S, they took, they sacrificed more of the open space so that later on in upcoming plats, they could then use that as a credit. So this is basically showing how much credit they have left. So this is how many like points. So we have an Excel sheet and a table where we put in the numbers to indicate to make sure that they do have enough, and then how much acreage they're using, and such as that.
Does that just mean they built a park? And they've got some lots left that they don't have to make more open space for because of the park they built?
Yes, essentially, they built some open space, improved some open space, and it was more than their requirement.
Yeah,
So
okay.
that banked a credit.
Got it.
Okay, excellent. Thank you. Yeah, explained that really well. Well, let's go ahead. Do we have any questions from the commission? Nope. Okay, thank you. Let's go ahead. Do we have a motion?
Go to that slide. I move that the Planning Commission approve the requested preliminary plat for Jacobs Ranch Plat T located at West Appaloosa Drive with the findings and conditions in the staff report.
Thank you. We have a motion. Do we have a second? I'll second. Thank you. We've got a second from Commissioner Mann. And all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Say nay. Okay, the motion passes unanimously. Thank you very much. Appreciate your presentation.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Well, let's go next to approval of the minutes. Do we have a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes as written for September 11th, 2025.
Okay, we have a motion. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
We have a motion by Commissioner Carn and a second by Commissioner Miles. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, say nay. Okay, all were in favor. Very good. Let's move on to commissioners' comments. Any comments from the commission? Other than about a cold stone? Okay, excellent. Then director's report.
Okay, thank you. Your next meeting will be October 9th. We do want to reconfirm that we'll have a quorum because that is also the date of the conference, sorry, like the Utah APA conference, and I know that some commissioners are attending, so we do want to make sure we will still have 4 people at the meeting on the 9th. Can you guys just confirm if you'll, is there anyone
You'll be
of
there?
you that won't be here?
Will you be? So we got 3.
Flying back from California.
You'll be here. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, perfect.
He comes, there's a bonus.
Okay, that's excellent. Thank you so much. And then the council recently approved some items that you have seen. On September 16th, they approved the Gateway Overlay Parking Code amendments. That was identifying how you deal with parking locations when something is in the gateway and also fronts a freeway. The school overlay, they decided not to adopt that. And then Spring Cove, which was a Riverside Crossing Lot 8 site plan, was approved. And then you didn't have to see this one, but they picked a name for the park in the Wander development, the one that's going to be along the river. So they're going to call it Riverwalk, the Riverwalk at Saratoga Springs. And then the major site plan amendment for Saratoga Springs Commercial Lot 607 was also approved.
Okay, excellent. Could you, the school one, could you say that one again?
We were proposing a code amendment for a school overlay. Ken presented that previously to the commission, and the council decided not to adopt it. They just decided it wasn't necessary.
Okay, thank you very much. Do we have need for a closed session?
We did not.
Okay, great. Thank you. So appreciate you being here tonight. We're adjourned. Wasn't as good as Rachel's timing, but oh well.